Are you meticulously planning your meals, dedicating time to physical activity? And yet, you find yourself continually grappling with elevated blood sugar levels or the persistent challenge of insulin resistance. It's a common frustration, and you are far from alone. The reality is that there are subtle, often overlooked factors that can significantly impact your metabolic health. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the most significant errors in blood sugar management. My goal is to illuminate how these specific mistakes might be sabotaging your health objectives, preventing you from achieving stable blood sugar and vibrant well-being. Let's transform confusion into clarity and frustration into forward momentum, guiding you towards a healthier, more energetic you. Carbohydrates often find themselves at the center of dietary debates, sometimes unfairly demonized. The truth, however, is nuanced. Carbohydrates themselves aren't inherently the enemy of balanced blood sugar. Instead, the critical factor lies in how we consume them. One of the most impactful mistakes is consuming carbohydrates in isolation, without the buffering presence of other macronutrients. This habit can set off a cascade of metabolic events that work against your goals for stable blood sugar. Consider a common breakfast scenario: a ripe banana or a bowl of oatmeal. When these carbohydrate-rich foods are eaten alone, their digestion proceeds very rapidly. This rapid breakdown leads to a swift surge in blood glucose levels. Your body then releases a substantial amount of insulin to manage this sugar influx. This rapid spike is followed by an equally precipitous crash in blood sugar. This crash leaves you feeling fatigued, irritable, and craving more sugary or carbohydrate-rich foods. The solution is simple. Always pair your carbohydrate sources with adequate protein, beneficial fiber, or healthy fats. Think of these additions as anchors that slow down the digestion and absorption of the carbohydrates. Instead of having that piece of toast plain, consider topping it with a couple of eggs. If a banana is your go-to snack, try pairing it with a tablespoon of almond butter. That bowl of oatmeal can be improved by stirring in a scoop of protein powder or a sprinkle of nuts and seeds. By consciously implementing this strategy of nutrient pairing, you move towards a state of metabolic equilibrium. This approach helps in managing existing blood sugar concerns and plays a preventative role in maintaining insulin sensitivity. Intermittent fasting has garnered considerable attention and popularity as a dietary strategy, and for many, it can offer significant health benefits. However, it's crucial to understand that intermittent fasting is not a universally suitable approach. When implemented inappropriately, skipping meals or engaging in prolonged fasting can lead to detrimental effects on blood sugar regulation. One primary concern is the potential for rebound hunger. This can lead to consuming larger than necessary meals, often rich in refined carbohydrates, causing significant blood sugar spikes. Prolonged periods without food can signal a stress response in the body, leading to an increase in cortisol levels. Chronically elevated cortisol can contribute to higher baseline blood sugar levels and exacerbate insulin resistance. The fix lies in not pushing your body beyond its comfortable limits. Prioritizing nourishing, well-balanced meals when you do eat is paramount. Shorter fasting windows, such as a 12 to 14-hour overnight fast, may be more appropriate and sustainable. The focus should always be on creating a sustainable eating pattern that supports your metabolism. Consulting with a healthcare professional can provide personalized guidance on how to implement intermittent fasting safely. Physical activity is undeniably a cornerstone of good health and plays a vital role in effective blood sugar management. However, the type, intensity, and balance of your exercise regimen are critical. A common misconception is that more exercise, particularly more cardiovascular exercise, is always better. Excessive cardiovascular exercise, especially high-intensity or prolonged endurance sessions without adequate recovery, can elevate cortisol levels. Chronic elevation of cortisol due to overtraining can lead to persistently higher blood sugar levels. This is where the power of resistance training comes into play. Muscle tissue is a highly metabolically active tissue. It's one of the primary sites for glucose uptake from the bloodstream. The more muscle mass you have, the more efficiently your body can clear sugar from your blood. Resistance training significantly improves insulin sensitivity, even in the absence of weight loss. The ideal approach involves a combination of different types of exercise. Incorporating resistance training sessions 2 to 3 times per week can make a substantial difference. Complement your strength training with moderate intensity cardiovascular exercise. Activities like brisk walking, cycling, or swimming are excellent choices. Rest and recovery are just as important as the workouts themselves. Ensure you have rest days built into your schedule and prioritize sleep. A well-rounded fitness plan supports your metabolic health comprehensively. By shifting the focus from solely burning calories through cardio to also building muscle, you create a more robust system for blood sugar regulation. This balanced approach helps in managing current blood sugar issues and contributes to long-term metabolic health. When we discuss blood sugar management, the conversation often revolves around diet and exercise. However, sleep quality and stress levels are equally important. Insufficient or poor quality sleep can directly impair insulin sensitivity. Sleep deprivation disrupts the balance of appetite-regulating hormones, leading to increased cravings for sugary foods. A study found that just 4 nights of restricted sleep reduced insulin sensitivity by up to 25%. Chronic stress triggers the release of cortisol, which increases blood glucose levels and promotes insulin resistance. The fix involves prioritizing both sleep and stress management. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality, uninterrupted sleep per night. Establish a relaxing bedtime routine and create a sleep-conducive environment. For stress management, find healthy coping mechanisms that work for you, such as mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, or spending time in nature. Regular physical activity can also be a powerful stress reliever. Recognizing the influence of sleep and stress on your blood sugar is the first step. The next is to incorporate practices into your daily life that nurture these aspects of your well-being. By addressing sleep and stress, you support your body's natural ability to regulate blood sugar. This makes your dietary and exercise efforts even more effective. It's not about adding more tasks to an already busy schedule, but about strategically investing in your health. By prioritizing sleep and stress management, you are significantly one step closer to achieving balanced blood sugar. This holistic approach supports your overall metabolic health and well-being. Fiber is an unsung hero in the world of nutrition, particularly for blood sugar regulation. Despite its importance, many people fall short of the recommended daily intake. Fiber slows down the absorption of glucose from the digestive tract into the bloodstream. Soluble fiber forms a gel-like substance in the gut, trapping carbohydrates and slowing their breakdown. This results in a more gradual rise in blood glucose after a meal. Fiber also fosters a healthy gut microbiome, which plays a key role in insulin sensitivity and inflammation modulation. Certain types of fiber serve as food for beneficial gut bacteria, producing short-chain fatty acids that improve insulin sensitivity. Fiber contributes to satiety, helping you feel fuller for longer and aiding in weight management. A high-fiber diet is linked to lower post-meal blood sugar levels and reduced body weight. The fix is to actively work towards increasing your daily fiber intake. Aim for 25 to 35 grams of fiber per day. Focus on incorporating a variety of fiber-rich whole foods into your meals and snacks. Excellent sources of fiber include legumes, whole grains, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds. Include a fiber-rich food at every meal. Start your day with oatmeal topped with berries and chia seeds. For lunch, have a large salad with mixed greens and beans. At dinner, ensure a generous portion of non-starchy vegetables accompanies your protein source. By prioritizing fiber, you provide your body with a powerful tool to stabilize blood sugar and support overall metabolic health. Let's quickly recap the 5 biggest blood sugar mistakes we've discussed today. First, eating carbohydrates in isolation without pairing them with protein, fat, or fiber. Second, skipping meals or engaging in extreme intermittent fasting. Third, focusing solely on cardiovascular exercise while neglecting resistance training. Fourth, underestimating the impact of insufficient sleep and chronic stress. And finally, not consuming enough dietary fiber. Now that you are armed with this knowledge, you are one step closer to achieving balanced blood sugar and unlocking a higher level of overall health and vitality.